Hi guys, this is like my fourth time trying to record this. My storage is really high, I get, or low. But anyway, happy Friday. Good morning or afternoon or good nights, wherever you guys are. I know it's been a minute. I know I've been busy and just doing a lot of stuff, you know, so that's what I've been up to. No complaints regardless, you know. But hope you guys have been doing good and stuff and staying as positive as you can be, just like me and stuff. That's what I've been doing pretty much. So hopefully you guys are doing good. Hopefully you guys have a good weekend too. With my flashback Friday. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I remember, I don't know if you guys remember, but I remember, like, I think it was like in the 90s, like the late 90s. So it was like, I want to say it was like 97 or 98-ish, maybe. You know, everybody's like freaking out, like thinking like the year 2000 was going to be the end days, the end of the days. And so everybody would stock up, you know, on food and stuff. And I remember we did, like, we had like, I remember like in our basement, we had shelves full of food, you know, like canned goods, a lot of canned goods, peanut butter, jelly, the tuna packets, pouches and stuff, you know. We had a lot of those and the canned tuna stuff. So I was just thinking like that was a good idea, you know, but it would never happen. So when like our parents are at work or anything like that and we're hungry, we'll go in the basement and just grab like a can of ravioli, you know, and eat it. And so over time, you know, all the food was gone, but it never happened. So we were straight, you know. But I think it's always good to have backup food, you know, just in case anything happens, you know. Especially like with the food prices increasing and stuff like that. Especially with the meat and stuff. I think it's good to have backup and stuff. So that way you wouldn't really have that to worry about. Because I know like the meat, the high quality meat, I know that's actually there's a shortage with that too, because I think like it was about like a year ago there was like a shortage, like a drought, I believe, in Texas, which caused had an effect on the cows eating like the grass, you know. And so since there was a shortage on that, a lot of the owners kind of got rid of their cattle, you know, a little bit earlier than anticipated. And so that caused a lack in the high quality meats. And so that's why they're more expensive right now. That's part of the reason. So it's good to like, I mean, even if, sorry, I was looking at the decks. But even if you have like a deep freezer or something, you could just put you know, all your meats in there just in case, because you never know what could happen. You know, at least you have your meat, you know, and don't have to pay the pricey prices for the high quality meats and stuff. So I think that's a good idea, because I mean, you never know what's going to happen or what could happen, especially in this world. And you know how we were like freaking out when Corona hit, because we weren't really prepared for it, because we didn't know it was going to hit, you know. But that happened really fast, and so it's good to like try to be prepared before anything, you know, I think. A lot of good things to store, because I know there's like a shortage too on corn products and or products containing corn and wheat, I think, so, or grains. Because you know that the war, I think it's the war in Ukraine is going on, so it's causing a lot of shortages with certain foods, you know, because they are like our main source for certain foods, especially corn and stuff like that. And so with that being said, storing up on flour and stuff might be good too, but flour is kind of tricky though. Like I learned how to cook when I was like 7, literally. So I was always in the kitchen, and so sometimes I will open the flour, like for making pancakes or something. I will open a flour and like see, like every now and then I would see like these little black bugs. I don't know if you guys ever seen them, but they're like little beady looking bugs, and they hatch inside the flour, I believe. And so it's just good to keep an eye on your flour to make sure that it's good to eat still, you know, just in case. And so it's kind of hard with flour to kind of store it for a long time. But I think a good way to store it would be like, I think like if you store it in a normal room temp storage spot, I think it only lasts like 3 months, to be honest, if not 6. But I think it's for sure 3 months if you store it in a regular container. But if it's like in a cool place like the fridge, I think it lasts up to a year. The flour will. And if you put it in the freezer, it'll last 2 years. So if you put the flour in the freezer, it actually lasts for 2 years. So if you want to store flour for a long time, I would say the freezer might be the best route to go. Because I used to hate seeing those little bug looking things. They're like little beads too, like little black beads. But yes, flour is one. A lot of pasta would be good to store. Pastas and peanut butter for sure, and jelly and stuff like that, and canned tuna, the pouches of tuna, a lot of ravioli. Ravioli is good, and all those the canned goods and fruit and vegetables and stuff. That'll be good to have just for a backup, because I mean, who knows what could happen, you know. And there's already increasing prices as far as like our food goes, so I don't think it'll hurt to have like backup, like, or every now and then when you have some free like extra money saved up or anything like that, just go buy like something to put in storage, you know, or your food storage, and just put it on the shelf and just stack it up over time. Whenever you get extra money, get like a can of a ravioli or something, just put on the shelf and just keep stocking up that way over time. And in no time, you'll have like a whole storage full of food, you know. So I don't think it'll hurt. I'm gonna start doing that, because there's times where I could have stocked up on certain things, and then when I didn't and I needed it, I was just so upset with myself, because I was just like, I already knew I should have stocked up on this, you know, and it would have been much easier if I just took that extra step, you know, to do that, because you never know what could happen. So yeah. Sorry, there's like this duck over here. I was like looking at the ducks by the water earlier, and I was just like smiling at them, right? And I just kept walking. And there was like a baby duck. It was like passed away. I don't know. I don't know if somebody ran it over, just laying on the sidewalk. On the sidewalk, I was like, oh my God. There's all these flies around. I've never seen that. So, sorry, I don't know. That's super random. But I've never been to this park, so it's really beautiful. But anyway, as I was saying before, I think it's really good to stock up on certain foods, you know. Especially with the war going on and stuff, you never know what's gonna happen, and you just never know. So, sorry, my storage is so crappy. I gotta fix that. So I'm gonna end the video short, but hopefully you guys have a good weekend and day and all that good stuff. I'm gonna vibe out and enjoy this Friday and do my thing, you know. So that's my flashback Friday for you guys. the year. I don't remember what year that was. I think it was like, it had to have been like I think it was 97, 98. But when everybody thought the road was going to end back then, you know, and it really didn't. Nothing happened. Like, I really thought something crazy was going to happen, but nothing happened. So, but regardless if anything happens, I think it's always good to have backup, because you just never know. So, yeah. These ducks are creeping out. Anyway, I love you guys, and I'll be on next week to talk to you guys. So stay as positive as you can be. Have a good weekend. I love you. See you soon. Bye.